Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria, where we are currently running a bit of a deficit, no doubt about that. But we're going to work our way through the battles over here. This should not be very difficult. No, this is going to go very well indeed. We're also seeing the Hudson Bay Company winning against the Iron Confederacy. That's wonderful. There's a vulnerable front out over here, but I don't think it's really a vulnerable front at all. So that should be fine. Where is our next battle? Are we going to retake this territory, or are we just taking their territory right now? We're just taking their territory. Okay. That's absolutely fine. No real issues there. This is now split off into two fronts, which is very good for us. We're very happy about that, actually. That will free up a decent amount of our forces. And there we go. This area is now under control, and this war should be over very, very soon. So at this point, we would take the colonization rights. They would refuse this with 219 reasons right now. That seems ambitious. We did just get rifling unlocked. So that unlocks a production method for arms industries. Do we even have arms industries right now? Hang on. We've got these textile mills. We've got these glass works. Cool. Arms industries. Yeah, we can go to rifles. Cool. So we'll do exactly that. Rifling was successfully completed. Arms industry throughput or progress on repeaters. We're going to gain the progress on repeaters. Thank you very much. So the Iron Confederacy should be done as well very soon. Modern sewerage has been unlocked, and we knew that was on the way. That's why we switched over to nitroglycerin. No problem whatsoever there. And we just need to take back this little area at this point. So we're at minus 72k now. Once we get our troops put down, that will be a lot better for us. But this is going to take a bit yet, it seems. They have 152 reasons to not accept this, which is kind of exciting. I'm pretty sure that those reasons shouldn't exist. But whatever, that's fine. So this is all reasonably okay for now. And we just need to get out of this war, right? That's our primary goal at this moment. Unfortunately, we're not taking back these territories very quickly. It's a little awkward, to be sure, but it should be fine. France is currently fighting off over this way, huh? Between France and Prussia. Okay, we're happy to keep them busy. Or we're happy that they're keeping each other busy, I should say. So that's absolutely fine. This is now complete. And there's a native uprising launched against us. Okay, we'll deal with that in a moment. They would now accept this, so we will propose this peace deal. There we go. That allows us to send our troops home, which is a very big deal. The East India Company... Okay, the rule of the East India Company has ended, and the British government will now take a greater role in Indian affairs. History shall mark this day as the inception of the British Raj. So they are switching over to the British Raj already. That was pretty quick. Okay. So they're going to become our puppet, and that's great. We are completely okay with this. Beautiful. So we know that this is going on, right? We also know that this isn't going to be very effective. There is this down over here. Okay, sure. I'm going to send... Hang on. I'm just thinking here. These guys are on standby. Are they not? They're actually still mobilized. Even though we're not technically in a war right now. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I guess we'll head down over here. I did expect these guys to become unmobilized, though. France is establishing the colony of French Mauritania. Yeah, that's very rude of them. Okay, this is an unrecognized power, sure. So we're going to have to do a lot of work over this way. I want to check in... How's our infamy? 30? Okay. We could definitely think about attacking China at some point. We did, of course, take this territory over here relatively recently. I want to continue our constructions, and that will be very important to do. I'd love to get more construction going, but right now, of course, is not the time for that. We'll have to wait until we get out of these inevitable wars at this point. Inevitable, interminable wars, almost. This is not going to be difficult. What are we even going to do here? Just colonization rights. Okay. So that's fine. I'm not concerned about that. That'll be absolutely okay. At least we're at minus 20k right now. But if we could get these guys disbanded, that would put us in a much better financial situation. Now, we're currently here on our taxation level, and we may want to start paying off our debt. And in fact, I'm going to start doing exactly that. We're only paying 4k in interest, but even so, I would like to get that paid off. So this war is going to break out, and we're just going to immediately crush them, right? That's the entire plan here. Beautiful. So we're just going to immediately crush them. And I want to see how much would we lose coming to here. 93.4k? Okay. I'm only going to sit at this high taxation level while we're paying off our debts. So that should be fine for now. And yeah, as expected, we just completely crushed them. No worries there. And we have gotten some pretty hefty amounts of colonization done over this way. So that's great. We can't do any additional colonization right now. I wouldn't mind thinking about changing our colonization over to colonial exploitation, though. And let's work on that. It's already at 26%. Let's do it. So at this point, we want to do our British colonization rights. They wouldn't accept this. They have 259 reasons not to. But that's fine. The Hudson Bay Company colonization of Manitoba is now completed. Cool. And we would like to take over some territories over here. We'll see what we need. We might actually have to fight the US to get this done. I'm not sure about that. It depends on what happens with, well, specifically with here. We'll keep an eye on that one. The US is currently busy doing their colonization thing. It's fine. So we're going to propose this peace deal as soon as we can. But right now is not the time to do it, because we simply can't. We're at 73k, 74k right now. Okay, sure. So I want to check in... Wait, they can be demobilized? Is that a thing you can do? Early demobilization. 43,000 government expenses for 4 months. Okay. I had no idea you could actually do that. Is that something in a new patch, or am I just dumb? I don't know. Regardless, it doesn't really matter. We're going to be at peace very, very soon here. So it should be fine to just demobilize them the normal way. And that would be okay. Nitroglycerin has been unlocked. I want to immediately make our way over towards dynamite because I want that sweet, sweet resource discovery chance. So we're going to grab dynamite right away, and we're going to go into our buildings. I don't normally... Actually, cargo ports would be where we'd want to be. And mobile artillery and skirmish infantry. Thank you very much. I don't normally move our mines down to nitroglycerin due to the mortality rate, but in this case, with our population growth being what it's at, I'm okay with it. So we'll do that for now. Slaughterhouses is fine. Fig orchards, yes. Of course, every time we take territory, we need to remember to go through and change these, right? So that's something that we should remember to do more frequently. We need to move these onto rail transportation. There we go. That'll do for now. Logging camps are fine for the moment. Anything in here? Yes. Government administrations. Cool. A lot of these are going to be negative for right now, but that's okay. Public trams would increase the price of transportation, but I'm going to do it anyway. We might have a transportation input goods shortage. We'll keep an eye on that. In chemical plants, ammonia soda process sounds great, and otherwise that seems okay. Cool. So we'll propose this peace deal as soon as we can, which should be like next week. And there we go. So now they demobilized properly. Cool. That's exactly what we wanted to see. We're at 194k. So we're going to keep our taxes high at this point until we've paid off our debt, which will go very quickly. And that's great. The Americans finished colonizing Wyoming. Okay. And Colombia is demanding independence. We decline. That's a very bold demand there, Colombia. No, that's not happening. That's literally laughable. So that is not going to be a thing. We're currently about 4 weeks out, I think, from getting our debt paid off. Really more like 4 now. Artistic expressions, huh? 7% enactment success chance, or 5% and 2 landed gentry interest group approval. Okay, we'll take the interest group approval. That sounds good. How are we doing on getting these logging camps done anyway? We have a number of them yet to go. Okay. We're going to be out of debt here in 2 weeks as of now. So that looks great. 1 additional week until we're out of debt now. So let's go ahead and cut our taxes. We'll still get out of debt this week. And that's perfect. So we're at 103K. That, of course, means that we can certainly bump our home counties up. I'm going to max out our construction there. So that should be good. We definitely need to improve our construction speed, and this will go a long ways towards doing that. But our constructions are going to be expensive. There's no doubt about it. And that's not shocking in the slightest. So currently, expensive goods include paper, iron, and tools. None of that is shocking. In fact, once our construction sectors are done, I think we're going to go move our iron mines up. Probably should have prioritized that over wood, especially since we are already in iron frame buildings. I'm kind of used to being on wooden buildings right away, but we're not. Get out of here, Austria. Nobody likes you for trade. We probably would be okay with trading with Austria in all honesty, but we're, you know, the #1 power in the world. We've got standards. Cool. So there's all that construction completed. Now I want to go fishing for our iron mines. These are lead mines. Here we go. Iron mines. Perfect. So any iron mines that are in here, we're going to move right on up. At this point, we can resume the queue here. And let's move these iron mines up. It's going to take a bit before we get these built. Our construction is going to be going... It's going to be very spread out when we're actively moving them like this. So that's going to take some time. I wish we could move all similar buildings at once. That would be nice. So all of the same building in the same location. Unfortunately, we can't do that. So we're just going to just sit here and spam this. But I definitely want to get iron dealt with. I feel like we've got plenty of wood at this point. So let's get the iron going. This is a lot of iron. This is a frankly ridiculous amount of iron. Okay. Cool. So there we go. We'll go back to the beginning here. And we'll get that iron underway. Now, iron takes a lot longer to build than wood does. And we can see in British Guatemala, we've got reduced construction efficiency, but we'll just get through that in 15 weeks, and I'm not too concerned about it. We can continue to expand our construction sectors as well. So I'm going to build construction sectors. Oh, that's interesting. I Alt-Control-clicked to try to put it at the beginning of the queue, but I forgot that that's not how that works. Okay, so we're going to need to move these back up to the beginning of the queue, and we'll have to do it one at a time. I don't love it, but it is fine. So we'll come in here. I want to get Lancashire up to max. Cool. So there we go. We need to get all of these construction queues worked through as quickly as possible, right? The faster we get our construction online, the faster we get our resources online, the faster we get our industry online, and the faster we get everything online. So construction is tremendously important. We're very positive right now, and I'm not trying to overbuild our construction, but I am certainly attempting to rapidly scale our construction. That is definitely the goal here. We don't have any additional levels that we can do in Big Ben, but that's fine. I'd love it if colonial exploitation would work its way up a little bit faster here. The tension level is volatile. Yeah, that's fine. We're not shocked about that one. Actually, we should work up our colonial affairs here. We can also bring up our health system, which would be pretty decent, and increasing our law enforcement as well. So I think that's going to set us at a net negative for bureaucracy, if I had to guess. Momentum to the Tory party. Yeah, they'll have to eat something else then. Cool. So all of these constructions are going to finish. We'll keep an eye on how we're doing financially. 5% enactment success chance. Either way, we get a 5% chance boost. I don't really care. I guess it's fine. We just get opinion with a party. Sure. Or not even a party, a faction. So that's absolutely okay. We're definitely seeing our income dropping a bit due to our construction costs. I'm not shocked about that. What I am shocked about is the fact that it's dropping as slowly as it is. So I'm going to look to max out both of these right now. Now, we're not going to look to max out our construction overall. For right now, this will do. And we are going to work our way towards steel frame buildings eventually. Now, I'm expecting this to put us negative financially, to be clear. There's a native uprising against us starting, but we did just finish colonization in Kenya. And I want to take a look here. Yep, we can get British Guinea underway anyway. Hi, pause menu. Okay, so we know that we are going to have a vulnerable front. Where? In Kenya. Oh, down over here. Sure. Let's get John Seaton mobilized, and we'll send him on over there. I don't think we need to send Hugo over there. Hugo? I'm going to go with Hugo, because it sounds a lot funnier. His name is just Hugo. I love it. So that'll be fine. And yes, I'm watching our income dwindling here. I'm not surprised by it at all. And I'm okay with running a deficit here for a bit while we work on these iron mines. That will be, I think, very, very important to get done. We can see that our construction queue is way shorter than it was. And it's going to continue to go down. But yes, we're going to be running a deficit here for a bit. That is absolutely going to be the case. But our construction is definitely ramping up. I love this. This is looking very good. So we're not going to need to expand our construction for a while, I think, at this point. We can force this guy to step down. Sure. Yeah, I'm reasonably comfortable with this level of construction. Especially once we get down to steel frame buildings and arc welded buildings. It's going to be pretty decent. I'm pretty confident in that. So we do have all of this going on over here. Diplomatic play in North India, 2 of them. They should be fine there. I'm not too concerned about that. The grand plan has paid off. And actually, loan interest rate and gold reserve limit. Okay, that's fascinating. Sure, we'll take that. So the election is in, and of course we've got this going on here. British colonization rights. We can't do anything else here. So that's fine. We do need to put in a government reform here, so we'll reform our government into... Actually, we're going to keep it exactly where it is. It doesn't need to change. Wonderful. Are there any areas that we need to be colonizing down this way? Well, we could definitely declare an interest in Niger. So that's reasonably fine. We can certainly work on that. Cool. Of course, we expect to just steamroll Kenya, right? This should not be any problem whatsoever. And indeed it is not. Yep, we're just going to steamroll that. No problem whatsoever. So we do see that we're slightly negative in our bureaucracy, and I expect that to continue. So I want to go into our government administration. Let's check our taxation capacity. Okay, so we're gaining 15 taxation capacity, so we're going to build 3 here, 3 here, and 3 here. And that should be enough bureaucracy to keep us going for a little bit. I want to check in on infrastructure. Infrastructure looks good for the moment. No problems there. Wonderful. So our interest in Niger has been activated, and we can definitely start colonizing down over here. And we can colonize over this way as well. And so we shall. I think Yeah, we can just do it from here. That's much easier. Wonderful. Colonize everywhere we can. All of the places. Now, some of these are going to have severe malaria, I think. Yeah. So the severe malaria will slow us down a lot, but that's fine for the moment. We'll just work slowly on that. And we're working our way up here, but we need bureaucracy to get that worked up. That will increase our colonial generation speed. That'll be wonderful. So this war is going to be over very soon, right? Ish. Opposition members have put forth their demands and will grab our enactment success chance. I really want to get colonial exploitation here. So that'll be good. How are we doing on our infamy? We're at 20.1, so we should probably start up a real war at some point. The question is, with whom? With whom indeed? I don't know yet. We'll think about that. We will think about that one. So we're definitely slowly working on these iron mines. How is our iron price anyway? Iron is expensive. Okay. Iron is quite expensive. In fact, there's an iron input shortage. I'm not shocked about that. And we'll work on this iron. Cool. But look at all of this construction at this point. Like, for this stage of the game, this is really, really solid. And we've got all these private constructions going on as well. I love it. Our government administrations are going to be done soon enough, but let's wrap up this war over here. Ooh, one more location to attack. That's a little sad. They wouldn't accept that just yet. We're going to be running out of our gold reserves eventually, but I mean, this is fine for the moment. Like, all of these that can be are maxed out. All of them that have any at all. So that's, I think, absolutely great. We're not going to build any more construction sectors for a while. I can tell you that right now. Our enemy, the United States, just started... Hang on. What's the U.S. doing over here? The Free States of America versus the United States of America. Okay, they're not actually our enemy, but do we want to get involved in this? Huh. No, I don't think so. I don't think we want to get involved in this civil war. I don't think that will actually help us in any meaningful way. So that's fine. We're going to, of course, wrap up this battle over here. And we have colonial exploitation. Cool. That's absolutely wonderful. And we're going to propose this peace deal at this point. They will accept it. They have no choice. And we'll just continue doing this. Two Sicilies have sided with the United States. Okay. That's fine. It's completely irrelevant. We're probably just going to declare neutrality here. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. So I do want to check in on our state incorporations. That's all looking fine. Hello, pause menu. That's all looking fine for the moment. And we're going to be working on these iron mines for a little bit here. Getting our production of iron up will be a very big deal. Of course, we're also going to need to get some railways going. So we could certainly think about building some railways in some of these locations. But I think for now, we've got railways queued up on the other side of our wood production, right? So we can head down over to, say, here. Yeah, this railway here. And we can move these guys on up. But I don't want to be building exclusively railways right now. So specifically, what I want to do is I want to move up these iron mines that we've already put some progress into. And then I want to intersperse some of this. Kinda. I want to get some of these railways on the way. So building something kind of like this, where we're at least still working on one iron mine. But this is, of course, a really awkward order to do this in because we have a lot of these that are really close to done. And we should really just move these guys right on up, right? So we'll definitely do that. Unfortunately, is a little tedious to do. But I do want to get these iron mines done as quickly as possible. The iron is very, very valuable, but I do also want to get these railways done. So it'll be something like that. Cool. We have some construction efficiency reductions in some of these areas, but I'm not too concerned about it. Now, I do want to see how we're doing over here. Yep, that all looks good. We can definitely bump up to law enforcement level 4. So we're on colonial exploitation. That seems fine for the moment. We want to grow our colonies as quickly as we can. We're on charity hospitals, which is fine for now. Is there anything else that we really do want to change? No, I think it's okay. All things considered, I think our laws are in a decent state. They're not perfect, but I think they're decent. We should probably declare an interest over in the strategic region of Ethiopia. That'll be fine. And I want to check in here. Yeah, we're at 16.5 infamy. We'll want to attack somewhere relatively soon. We definitely see some severe malaria down over this way, and that will need to be dealt with. But we're colonizing very swiftly, and that's great. That is very, very good. It is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to continue our colonization of Africa, and we're probably going to start up a real war somewhere. Maybe against China. We'll see. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Atala, Shadow Wolf, and Lohan80, Rogue Corvid, Andy Magar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12 UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.